What if someone stopped sleeping completely for 30 days? Science Unleashed explores the idea of pushing the human body beyond its natural limits, and today we're diving into what would happen if a person tried to stay awake for a full month without any sleep at all. Sleep is not just rest. It is a core biological process tied to memory, immune strength, and brain repair. For most adults, science shows the body needs around 7 to 9 hours per night to function properly according to the National Institutes of Health, NIH, and the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC. Sleep deprivation studies have shown that after just 24 hours without sleep, reaction time drops by nearly 25%, similar to being legally intoxicated, CDC. Now imagine stretching that to 30 days. In the first 2 to 3 days, the brain starts slipping, focus becomes broken, short-term memory weakens, and mood swings begin. By day 4 or 5, hallucinations can start appearing. The brain begins to dream while awake, creating images that are not real. Studies from Harvard Medical School show that prolonged sleep loss disrupts the prefrontal cortex, the area responsible for decision-making and self-control. After a week, the immune system weakens significantly, making the body more likely to catch infections. By the second week, things become more dangerous. The body starts entering microsleeps, tiny involuntary sleep episodes lasting a few seconds. During these moments, a person can lose awareness completely without realizing it. Around this stage, blood pressure rises, stress hormones like cortisol stay constantly high, and the risk of heart problems increases. Research published in the journal Sleep shows that chronic sleep deprivation increases the risk of cardiovascular disease by up to 48% over time. By week 3, hallucinations become more intense. The brain struggles to distinguish reality from imagination. Cognitive function can drop by over 50%. Memory loss, paranoia, and confusion become common. At this point, the body is essentially forcing shutdown moments just to survive. Even simple tasks like walking or speaking clearly become difficult. By day 30, survival becomes unlikely without medical collapse. The body would be in a severe state of neurological and physical breakdown. Organ systems would be under extreme stress, and the risk of fatal accidents or heart failure would be extremely high. There are documented cases like the famous sleep deprivation experiment studies showing no human can safely go beyond roughly 11 days without severe psychological and physical damage. National Sleep Foundation. So what happens overall is not just tiredness, but a full system failure, starting in the brain and spreading outward. If you like exploring these extreme science scenarios, like, share, and subscribe to see more deep dives into human limits and biology. It makes you think how something as simple as sleep controls almost every part of survival. But here's something to think about. If the brain can break down that quickly without rest, how much of who we are is actually tied to sleep itself? What if, instead of avoiding sleep, people could control it perfectly and never suffer from fatigue again? The lesson in this is simple but powerful. Sleep is not wasted time, it is maintenance for survival. Ignoring it doesn't make someone stronger, it slowly removes the body's ability to function at all. What do you think would happen if someone tried to power through exhaustion, thinking they could adapt over time? This is not medical advice, and no one should attempt sleep deprivation. These scenarios are based on scientific research, case studies, and biological data, but results can vary, and some information may be simplified or not fully complete. Always rely on proper medical guidance for health decisions. Since you made it this far, thanks for staying through the full breakdown. If you enjoyed this, check out more of our science explorations. Drop a like, share it with someone curious about human limits, and subscribe so you don't miss what we explore next.